Right, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The film came out last week. I saw it on Thursday, release date. But I haven't had time to talk about it. Now that I had to have some time, I just want to give my thoughts on the film. And since it's a non-spoiler review, I'll definitely be uploading a spoiler review later. But yeah, plot of this film, basically, without giving anything away, it takes place in the universe of Miles Morales. He's another version of Spider-Man, and after during a incident with the Kingpin, when the device called the Collider, I believe it was called Collider, yeah, Super Collider, it ends up getting all these spider people into his dimension, and now they all have to team up to stop the Kingpin. Look, one thing you should all know is that this is Miles' story. It does have a lot of characters, Spider People, Peter Parker, and all those characters. But this central focus of the story is definitely Miles. And I really like that. But don't worry, that doesn't mean that all the characters don't get that time to shine. I really love this version of Peter Parker. At first, I was like, I don't kind of like him that much, but like when you see all the story and what he's been going through in his life, you do kind of understand the character and just love what they did with Peter Parker in here, or actually Peter B. Parker. Without saying anything, just gonna say that. Other characters that I really did like definitely Spider-Man and Spider-Man Noir. Look, going into Spider-Verse, I only knew about it's like Miles Morales, Peter Parker, Spider-Gwen, and Spider-Man Noir. Those are all the characters I knew. Like, I've heard about Spider-Ham, but I just didn't know that much about him. And Penny Parker, I literally knew nothing about her. But the way these characters are adapted in here, I really like them. Really love the different styles of animation that they use in the film. Spider-Ham being a cartoon, it has more of Looney Tunes style animation. Penny Parker with the anime style animation. Spider-Man Noir, all black and white. Really love that. And look, a big positive that this has actually done for me is that I'm definitely now interested in reading the comic books Miles Morales and Penny Parker. Because again, I know nothing about Penny Parker, so I'm interested in learning more about her through comics. And Miles, I knew like his origin story, but now I'm interested in reading the comics because I just love that. I really like the character of Miles Morales. This movie made me love the character. Villains in here were pretty cool. Kingpin. Look, Kingpin looks menacing. It's just that the character design, yeah, I don't know who came up with that. It was like really distracting. It okay, makes him look kind of like the comic book counterpart, but it's just like too distracting. But still, I really like what they did with Kingpin in here. You understand why he does the things he's doing. And Prowler, man. Okay, from what I've heard from the comics, he was an anti-hero. I didn't know that there was like a version of it was a villain. So I'm also now interested in reading more about the Prowler. But man, I just love this character too. And yeah, one more thing I have to say, which is a big plus for me. Like, this is right now one of my favorite comic book movies. It has a comic book type story, and the film literally looks like a comic book. Like, yeah, it's because of the animation and like you get some scenes where like you get like the different text boxes. I thought that was pretty cool. So I don't know. I might have to rewatch the first Spider-Man. That was my favorite, but this was actually surprisingly one of my favorite Spider-Man movies. Now it's definitely tied there between the first Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. That's how good this movie is. And what's surprising about this is that this comes from the same people that made the Emoji Movie. One of the worst movies I've ever seen. I personally trashed that movie. So, Sony, keep doing more Spider-Man type stuff and less that, please. And I think a lot of people are going to be happy. And one final thing, this film is definitely filled with Easter eggs. If you're like a major Spider-Man fan, you're gonna love seeing all these Easter eggs. I personally was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I understood that reference. Yeah, if you're a big Spider-Man fan, you're gonna enjoy that. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to give this film its well-deserved 5 stars. Like, this is not only one of my favorite Spider-Man movies, it's one of the best movies I've seen this year. I actually wasn't expecting to like this movie that much. But yeah, it will be all. Definitely planning an Aquaman movie. Probably sometime between this or next week. I'm definitely watching the film this week, but I don't know when that review's gonna post. And also stay tuned for, like I mentioned, I got a spoiler review for Spider-Man 2: Spider-Verse. But yeah, if you haven't seen this movie, definitely give it a watch. It is amazing, an amazing movie, and one of the best animated films I've ever watched as well. So, Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, have you seen it? Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. If you're new, to subscribe and like the video. And click on videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.